Hello everybody, I'm here with a new sewing machine. Well, not really new, it's kind of used but refurbished. I got a whole bunch of new parts for it. Got it running really well. I wanted to go over the sewing machine with you a little bit. First of all, let's go over through the basics. This machine will cut and sew. See, I've been sewing with it. And here's a thing where you just open the free arm. So in case if you want to do like any kind of like hems or anything like that, like if these are a pair of jeans and you need to make a hem, I would overlock it the edge first so it doesn't unravel. Okay, so but that's what I would recommend. Okay, so this one has a little compartment with lots of good stuff. You got your, if you want to use, like, these are big spools. If you want to use little spools, what this is for is you put this on there to hold the little spools on. Oh man, I keep dropping stuff. Oh Lord. Anyway, and then it comes with an extra foot. You can see the foot. It comes with an extra face plate right here. So there's different things like, roll hems and stuff like that. You got screwdriver, needles, all kinds of goodies. And let's see, screwdrivers, technically, I don't even know. Let me look at this one. That one you don't use. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure. This is the needle. This is the one you would need. This is the one you'd need to change out your needles, okay? Let me look at this really good because I want to make sure. This is your other plate if you're doing any like rolled hems. This is the foot you use with it. So if you were going to do a rolled hem, this would, you can adjust the rolled hem how you want that to go. These are to put on for different threads. Let's see, this one comes with extra, look at that, those ones come with extra knives. That's the knife that sits right here, okay? A lot of people, this one came with a lot of good stuff. So you got your screwdriver, you got your little holders, you got your needles for the machine. It's a universal needle. You got another foot for rolled hem, and you got another face plate, okay? And then it gives you instructions on this side about, your numbers and how you want to do it. They used to have this thing threaded in different colors, like red, and you're like, okay, this is what they did. See, yellow, they used to put yellow thread here, orange thread here, green thread, and blue thread. So that way you can tell what this means. So you got your tensions, your different levels of tensions. But that's what that means, and then this is how you adjust it, okay? By the number that's right here, the little numbers right here, okay? All right, so this goes back into the little compartment. You want to clean this area right here. See, mine's a little dirty because I've been sewing. And then you got to lock this back in so you don't have to worry about it if you're just doing basic flat stuff. Let's see. This one is a Simplicity Easy Lock 843. Okay, now this is how you open this door, like this. It lays flat, and this is all the instructions. See how they used to use the thread so you can see which way it goes, and this is how you thread it through the loopers and things, and tells you how to do that. Yeah, I could go through and show you, but technically you could see it here, or you can look at this little diagram. It shows you how the thread goes in. Okay. You want to keep, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you want to keep, oh, if I could change the lighting. Oh, too bright. Okay. You could see the dirt in here. I wanted to brighten that up so you can see the dirt. So you want to keep this area here clean and that area in there. Okay. This will get fuzzy once in a while, and you take a toothbrush and clean that. Pretty easy to maintain. They're not that hard. A lot of people still bring them to me because they don't want to maintain it. They want me to keep it clean, make sure it runs beautifully, oil it for them. So some people prefer to be their own boss and do their own thing, but everybody has what they want to do. And this number here is right here, right there. It gives you the length of this actual stitching. If you want to go smaller, it'll make it smaller. If you want to go wider, that makes it wider. And that's what that is, your little controller. This is your hand wheel that moves it forward, goes this way, hand wheel. This one here, I might have to clean this guy again. It got dusty. And this is this is your presser foot pressure. So this is the pressure foot. So if you're using denim, like this is a lighter denim because I'm only using one layer. If you're doing 2 or 3 layers, you want to go down. If you're working with something that's lighter, you want to bring it up, and it just basically twists, okay? So let's see. This is how you turn this little guy on. You turn it on right down here. So the light is really bright. So now I'm going to take the brightness off a little bit so you can see the actual sewing, because you want to see what it does. Okay, now I just got done lining this back up. So we're going to sew a little bit. And make sure that thing locks in so it doesn't hit. And then you want to sew. It's kind of hard to do this and look through a camera. So I'm going to try to look through the camera and not worry about the... So I'm going to trim off the excess. I made this wider to show you how it trims off, like this. And there you go. And then when you come off, you want to come off like this. You don't pull, you just let it do it itself, and you come about here, okay? Then you want to cut that here, like this. I always cut it way over here, so this way, if you cut it right here, like that, see? Then you have a tail to start the next one. And then here's the finished product. This is what we just got done sewing, was this one here. Show you the other side. There you go. And this keeps the edges finished so you don't have to worry about nothing unraveling. See, a lot of people get really excited about these machines and say, oh, I would love to have one of these. I remember wanting one too. I used to work at a big industrial plant making clothes. So, and I ran the industrial ones, and I thought, man, I do love this. I want to get me a domesticated one. And when you travel, you want to put this down. It slides down. Oh, it goes too fast. Slides down, and it goes in the, into each one of these little things here to kind of help them from falling off. Like that. See, and you go through there, and you want to put that on there, and it falls down in there. And then when you want to travel, you can pick it up and walk around with it. See? A lot of people try to thread them underneath here, but then they get caught. I always found that if you thread it above the handle, they don't get caught. But people say, well, then when you want to move it to one place to the other place, wouldn't that get these things caught up? No, they're usually fine. They're not going to hurt nothing. I have this set on 4, and because I'm working with denim, I want to do a little higher. If I'm working with thicker material, you can even go higher, okay? But when you're working with a lighter, denim or something, you would perfectly be here. If you're working with cotton, I would do all 3 on 3s, okay? But other than that, it's a really nice sewing machine. I even ordered a manual for it. I mean, you can still order manuals. That's what that is. And you can work with 3 threads, or you can work with 4 threads. It means you take the farthest away needle away, and then you work with 3 threads, and you keep the far needle in, so this one won't be threaded. Other than that, I am selling this sewing machine. I wonder how long this one will last. Last one I had 3 of them, and they were gone within like a 2-day period. This one's a little bit more expensive, from what I could tell. When it retailed, it was like $498. I probably won't get that much because I don't have the warranty for it. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. All I have is my 30 days worth of help. You get a 30-day help period. So in other words, if you want to come in and do a class before you take it home, you get one for free. After that, then it's more like just to help you, okay? You get a 30-minute class. Now, if you want an hour class, then that's when you'll have to pay for the extra half an hour. But I'll give you a 30-minute class here to learn how to basically thread it, how to run it, and you're not really going to get too much information on that unless you want an actual class. You'll get more, but I mean, you'll get one little free 30-minute class. Talks about sewing machine. Then you get a 30 days of help, and then after 30 days, you're basically on your own for the machine unless you have to come in. You want to do a quick lesson, a little affordable lesson, or whatever you want to do. If you want to see the price on this sewing machine, if you're interested, you got to go to Facebook at yahoo.com. No, not Facebook, yahoo.com. My brain is totally wiping out, but Affordable Sewing Machine Care on my page. It will be listed there. And then I'll put it in the marketplace. And then after a week, I'll be putting it into Craigslist. And that won't last very long. As soon as somebody sees it there, they're just going to snatch it up. But just give it a chance for my customers to see it first, and then after that, people that I don't know probably end up getting it and can't wait to see it. They can't wait to try it. It's really, really a good sewing machine. I would love to keep it, but I already have too many of my own. Can't keep everything. My husband said some of these sewing machines has got to go. You need to get them out of here. I will. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is trying to get rid of some of these sewing machines so my husband doesn't have a nervous breakdown. Anyway, have a blessed day. Keep following me here on YouTube and Instagram. And I have my page you can follow me on at Affordable Sewing Machine Care, or you can get into my group, but you have to you have to answer 3 questions. Nobody else sees it but me. I just like to know who you are, how many sewing machines you own, what kind of sewing machines you own, where you're located. You don't have to give me like your address or anything. Just give me the state you live in or the country you live in. And then it says in there, what would you like to get out of this group? You could say you want to learn more about sewing machines. You want to learn more about your own sewing machine. There are other mechanics there too. So I'm not just the only mechanic. I'm a mechanic. I got techs there too that they work on computerized sewing machines. I have quite a few different people there. And if you are a tech or if you are a mechanic like me, it might be a great group for you. You might want to learn something new about another sewing machine. I have one lady there that she works on these massive computerized sewing machines. I'm just total amazement. She's in Massachusetts, I think she said she was. If you're even looking for your area, looking for a mechanic like me, I'm more in the south. There's quite a few up north that if you're living up north and you need somebody, that's a good place to go. And you just ask. You can't really advertise your business there because it's kind of like my business. But you can, if you see somebody that's in need and they're in another state, you can message them and you can advise them what to do. Anyway, have a blessed day, and hopefully you'll like this video, and maybe you want to get one like it or something like that. But I mostly interview these sewing machines so you guys can see what they're like. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.